My name is Roberto Villagomez. I am the catering chef here at Northwestern University for Campus Group. And today we're going to be making pumpkin pie. I love baking. Baking is one of my passions. I got my certified pastry chef back in 2012 when I did my pro chef for all different kinds of cuisines. And pastry was one of the things that I was most excited about. I've been baking since I was 20 years old, which is a long time ago. And today we're going to be making pumpkin pie. I'm going to show you guys how to do it, what steps to follow, and we're going to start. Okay, so first steps when you're making a pumpkin pie. Usually the steps to follow is always you mix the wet ingredients and the dried ingredients last. So, or you mix the sugars, the oils, and the fats first. And since we don't have any oil in this pie, we're going to start making the eggs and the sugar, followed by the milk and the pumpkin. And that's the process that we're going to do. So first, to make one pie, over here I have about half a cup of eggs, which is 2 eggs. Each egg is like 2 ounces. Followed by 3/4 of a cup of sugar. Okay, you mix that very well. You want to make sure the ingredients are blend together, because you want to make sure the pie cooks very evenly. Okay, so you want to mix it for at least 30 seconds to 1 minute. That's always the key. You always got to make sure the eggs, the sugar, the milk, and the pumpkin are mixed very well when you're doing your pies or your cookie doughs or any kind of mix you're doing. Make sure your fats, your milks, your base like the pumpkin is mixed very, very well. This is evaporated milk. This is about 1/3 of a cup of evaporated milk. And again, we're going to make sure this blend together with the other ingredients. So we mix it. We go around, make sure all the components are mixed together. You can see how the color is changing as you're making it, because now you incorporate 3 ingredients, which is the sugar, the egg, and the evaporated milk. And now, looks ready. We can add our pumpkin filling. This is about 1.5 cups of pumpkin filling. So make sure we got all the one in it. You want to make sure you have everything that you measure into the recipe, because it's going to turn the recipe to look even and to come perfectly. So make sure you mix it slowly, because if not, it will splash all over. So you mix it slowly, and as soon as everything is mixed together, then you can go on a higher speed to make sure everything is incorporated and everything is mixed together very good. So now, if you look at it, you can start seeing how the pumpkin pie filling is going to look. Okay, make sure this is mixed together very, very good before you add your dry ingredients. So I think we did a good job mixing it. Now we can add the rest of the ingredients. This is half a teaspoon of salt. This is 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, and we're gonna leave very little bit, and I'll show you why in a minute. So it's 2 teaspoons. This is 1 teaspoon of ground cloves. Make sure everything is there. And 2 teaspoons of ginger. So this is like a spicy pumpkin pie. And you make sure you mix those ingredients very good with that. So this is how it's going to look like. This is your spicy pumpkin pie. Make sure your ingredients are mixed together very good. Go around the bowl, make sure everything is blend together. And this is the final product. This is how it's going to look. Now, what we're going to do is put it in a pie shell. So what I have here is a 9-inch pie shell. You can also have a gluten-free pie shell if you like. It looks just exactly the same with the exception that's gluten-free. We're going to put all the filling in there. This is going to make one pie. Okay. Make sure you put everything in there. Spread it a little bit. You don't have a spatula, you can just move it a little bit and it becomes nice and even all around. Make sure you put everything that you have in the bowl in there. Okay. And now we're going to put them in the oven. I use for any pies, I usually use 325 degrees. Some people like it 350. I prefer 325 just because for the eggs, you don't want to cook the eggs too high. Put them in the oven. This is going to take about anywhere from 40 to 45 minutes, and your pie will be well done. And put them in the oven. So this one is going to take about 45 minutes, and I will show you the final product. So this is the pumpkin pie. This is the one I baked about an hour ago. So this is done. This is exactly the same recipe that I just showed you. And now we're going to show you how to decorate it with some whipped cream, which is going to be very simple, and that's going to give it a different look. I have a disposable pastry bag with a star tip, and I have whipped cream, which is heavy cream with powdered sugar and a little bit of vanilla. And you can mix it by hand. It takes a little longer. I use the KitchenAid for this, and we're just going to decorate it like we're going to do 8 slices. Using your pastry bag. Now you just cut it by each star, and you have your decorations. And remember, I mentioned to you that we were going to save a little bit of the cinnamon just to give it a different look. So you can grab a little bit of the cinnamon. You can use your finger, or you can just dust it a little bit in there. You can also use nutmeg, ground cloves. Just the quantity really varies because those spices are very, very strong. I prefer cinnamon. This is a pumpkin pie that you can do in 1 hour.